Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you work, you're still stuck in the same financial place? That's a struggle most people face. Whether it's debt piling up or dreams of financial freedom that seem so far out of reach, it's easy to feel like you're doing something wrong. But what if I told you that there's one habit, the same one practiced by the rich, that could completely change the game for you? What if just one small shift in your mindset could break the cycle of frustration and lead you to the financial success you've been chasing? Imagine waking up every day knowing exactly how your money is working for you. That's not a dream, it's what happens when you start adopting the habits of the wealthy. The rich don't work harder, they work smarter. And no, it's not about getting lucky, it's about building long-term wealth through strategic habits. So, let's dive into this one habit, the game changer, and see how it can start transforming your financial future today. In the next part of this guide, I'll show you exactly how this habit works and why it's the key that separates the rich from the broke. Trust me, it's not about fancy investments or expensive advice, it's about taking control of your financial destiny with one simple, but powerful, habit. Stay tuned, because by the end of this, you'll be on the path to financial freedom with the tools you need to start making your money work for you. Pay yourself first, always. When it comes to building lasting wealth, one of the most powerful habits you can adopt is paying yourself first. This doesn't mean putting off your bills or avoiding responsibilities. It simply means that before spending on anything else, you set aside a portion of your income for savings and investments. It's a mindset shift that separates the wealthy from those just getting by. Imagine receiving your paycheck and the first thing you do is put 10%, 20%, or more into an investment account. That's a solid step toward financial freedom. It's not about how much you make, but how much you save and invest. Even if you're just starting out, those small contributions add up over time. The beauty of this strategy is that it forces you to prioritize your financial future. When you automatically pay yourself first, you're telling yourself that your future is more important than any temporary desires or instant gratification. Think about it, every time you skip the impulse buys or the shiny objects, you're building your safety net. It's like putting the foundation of a house before worrying about the wallpaper. Over time, your savings grow, and with the right investments, those savings start working for you. A little today can turn into a lot tomorrow. If you invest that 10% into things like stocks, real estate, or even a small business venture, you'll be setting the stage for true financial growth. One way to make this habit easier is by automating your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking to a savings or investment account right when you get paid. This removes the temptation to spend it all on other things. You'll be amazed at how quickly those small, consistent deposits can accumulate. This method of automation allows you to stay disciplined and ensures that you're paying yourself first, no matter what. It's one of the easiest financial hacks that successful people use to build wealth. And let's be honest, if you don't make this a habit, who else will be looking out for your future? In the long run, this habit can make all the difference in your financial journey. Instead of living paycheck to paycheck, you'll be building the financial cushion that allows you to take bigger steps, like investing in real estate or starting your own business. You're setting yourself up for freedom. It's like planting a tree today, and years from now, you'll be sitting in the shade it provides. And in the next step, you'll see how turning that money into passive income can make your financial life even easier. Turn earned income into passive income. One of the key differences between the rich and the broke is how they handle their income. While the broke are stuck relying on their paycheck to pay bills and live, the wealthy know that earned income is just the starting point. They make their money work for them by investing in assets that generate passive income. For example, investing in rental properties, dividend stocks, or starting an online business can allow you to earn money even while you sleep. It's about shifting your mindset from working for money to making money work for you. When you think about passive income, imagine earning money from a rental property you own. Instead of just receiving a paycheck, your real estate investment could be bringing in rent every month, without you having to work for it each day. The same goes for stocks that pay dividends. You invest, and every quarter, you get paid just for owning them. Passive income doesn't require you to trade your time for money. This means that you can start focusing on other income streams or even enjoy more free time to spend with loved ones or pursue other interests. Starting to create passive income streams doesn't require a fortune up front either. You can start small, even with a few $100s. For instance, look into dividend-paying stocks like those from companies with a strong track record, such as Coca-Cola or AT&T. Or, consider starting an online business that runs on autopilot, like creating and selling digital products. The best part is that, over time, these passive income streams can grow and multiply, compounding your wealth without you having to do much once things are set up. The sooner you start, the sooner your money can begin working for you. In the long run, passive income allows you to have more control over your life. You're not stuck depending on a single source of income. You can explore new business opportunities, invest in real estate, or even just take a vacation without worrying about the money flowing in. This is the ultimate financial freedom, having your money work for you. And as you continue to build these streams, you'll see just how much easier it becomes to focus on what matters most. Next up, we'll dive into how using debt wisely can actually help you build wealth without falling into financial traps. Use debt to build wealth, not destroy it. When most people think of debt, they immediately think of it as a negative thing. They see it as something that burdens them, tying them down and limiting their financial freedom. But the wealthy know that not all debt is created equal. In fact, they use debt as a tool to build wealth. The key is knowing the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is used to purchase assets that appreciate in value or generate income, while bad debt is used to buy things that lose value over time, like cars or expensive clothes. For instance, let's say you take out a loan to buy a rental property. As the property appreciates in value and generates rental income, that debt is actually helping you build wealth. On the flip side, taking on debt to buy a new car that loses value the moment you drive it off the lot? That's bad debt. The rich leverage good debt to acquire assets like real estate, stocks, or businesses, things that increase in value and generate passive income. This is how they keep growing their wealth, while most people are stuck paying off consumer debt that keeps them in the cycle of working for money. It's important to remember that good debt is not about overextending yourself or taking risks you can't afford. It's about being strategic. For example, you might finance a rental property or take out a loan to invest in your business, as long as the returns you expect to generate outweigh the cost of the loan. This type of debt can help you scale your wealth faster than relying on savings alone. But you must educate yourself on how to manage debt wisely. This is where financial education comes in. Understanding the different types of debt, their costs, and how to use them strategically is crucial to building lasting wealth. The rich also know that debt is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of investment. They don't fear it, they use it to their advantage. The secret is to always focus on how the debt will work for you in the long term. When used correctly, debt can help you accelerate your path to financial independence. In fact, the wealthiest people in the world often use debt to finance new opportunities, expand their businesses, and even acquire more assets. In the next section, we'll dive into why investing in financial education daily is essential for making these smart, wealth-building moves. Invest in financial education every day. When it comes to wealth, knowledge is just as important as money itself. Robert Kiyosaki often stresses the importance of financial education, and for good reason. It's not enough to just have money, you need to understand how it works, how to grow it, and how to protect it. The rich invest in their financial education every single day, constantly learning about money, investing, and business. They're always looking for ways to get smarter with their money, whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, or attending seminars. One of the best ways to start building your financial education is by reading books like Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, or The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley. These books give you the foundational knowledge needed to make smarter financial decisions. But education doesn't stop there. The richest people in the world know that learning about money is a lifelong journey. They're always studying the market, analyzing new investment opportunities, and finding ways to grow their money through passive income streams. They don't just wait for things to happen, they take proactive steps to understand what's going on in the financial world. But let's be clear, financial education isn't about getting a degree in finance or spending thousands on expensive courses. It's about being curious and taking consistent action. You don't need a fancy degree to start understanding money better. You can start by learning the basics of investing in stocks, real estate, or even building a side hustle. There are tons of free resources available online, like YouTube channels, blogs, and podcasts that can help you start your financial education journey without breaking the bank. The more you learn, the more confidence you'll have when it comes to making financial decisions. The beauty of investing in financial education every day is that it pays off for the rest of your life. It's not a quick fix, but a long-term strategy. The more knowledge you gain, the better equipped you'll be to identify opportunities, avoid pitfalls, and create a future where money works for you, instead of the other way around. And the best part? Financial education gives you the power to make informed decisions, whether you're buying a house, investing in stocks, or starting a business. In the next section, we'll explore how controlling your emotions around money can make all the difference in achieving financial success. Invest in financial education every day. When it comes to wealth, knowledge is just as important as money itself. Robert Kiyosaki often stresses the importance of financial education, and for good reason. It's not enough to just have money. You need to understand how it works, how to grow it, and how to protect it. The rich invest in their financial education every single day, constantly learning about money, investing, and business. They're always looking for ways to get smarter with their money, whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, or attending seminars. One of the best ways to start building your financial education is by reading books like Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, or The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley. These books give you the foundational knowledge needed to make smarter financial decisions. But education doesn't stop there. The richest people in the world know that learning about money is a lifelong journey. They're always studying the market, analyzing new investment opportunities, and finding ways to grow their money through passive income streams. They don't just wait for things to happen, they take proactive steps to understand what's going on in the financial world. But let's be clear, financial education isn't about getting a degree in finance or spending thousands on expensive courses. It's about being curious and taking consistent action. You don't need a fancy degree to start understanding money better. You can start by learning the basics of investing in stocks, real estate, or even building a side hustle. There are tons of free resources available online, like YouTube channels, blogs, and podcasts that can help you start your financial education journey without breaking the bank. The more you learn, the more confidence you'll have when it comes to making financial decisions. The beauty of investing in financial education every day is that it pays off for the rest of your life. It's not a quick fix, but a long-term strategy. The more knowledge you gain, the better equipped you'll be to identify opportunities, avoid pitfalls, and create a future where money works for you, instead of the other way around. And the best part? Financial education gives you the power to make informed decisions, whether you're buying a house, investing in stocks, or starting a business. In the next section, we'll explore how controlling your emotions around money can make all the difference in achieving financial success. Control your emotions about money. When it comes to managing money, emotions can be your worst enemy. Think about it. How many times have you made an impulsive purchase or made a bad investment because you were feeling stressed, excited, or even angry? Financial decisions fueled by emotions rarely lead to success. The rich know this, which is why they focus on staying calm and rational when it comes to their money. They analyze the situation, understand the risks, and then make a strategic move. They don't let fear or greed take the wheel. One of the key emotions that the wealthy are able to control is fear. Fear can make you do crazy things, like holding onto money out of panic or avoiding investments altogether because you're scared of losing. But the rich understand that risk is part of the game. They don't ignore it, but they don't let it paralyze them either. For example, when the stock market dips, many people sell out of fear, missing out on the opportunity to buy at lower prices. The rich see this as an opportunity to buy more assets, knowing that the market will eventually recover. They don't let fear control their financial moves, they use it to their advantage. On the flip side, there's greed. It's easy to get carried away by the excitement of making money, but unchecked greed can lead to reckless decisions. The wealthy know that slow and steady growth is often the most sustainable path. They avoid get-rich-quick schemes, knowing that they often come with huge risks. For instance, while some people may chase after high-risk stocks or speculative investments hoping to strike it rich, the wealthy focus on building a diversified portfolio that grows steadily over time. By avoiding the emotional extremes of fear and greed, they set themselves up for lasting success. To control your emotions around money, start by taking a step back before making big financial decisions. Ask yourself, am I acting out of fear or excitement? Practice mindfulness techniques, like deep breathing or journaling, to help center your thoughts and make clear-headed decisions. And remember, it's okay to take your time. In the next step, we'll dive into how to stop trading your time for money, and how the rich leverage their assets to create lasting wealth. Stop trading time for money. One of the biggest traps that people fall into is trading time for money. You wake up, go to work, and exchange hours for a paycheck. It's a cycle that seems normal, but it's not the path to wealth. The rich understand this fundamental principle: time is far more valuable than money. They focus on building businesses and systems that generate income passively, even when they're not working. For example, instead of working long hours at a job, they might invest in real estate or own a business that generates cash flow without their constant involvement. A perfect example of this is owning rental properties. Imagine this: instead of spending all your time clocking in and out of a job, you buy a few rental properties. You rent them out, and while you sleep, you're earning money. It's passive income at its finest. Once you set up the system, the money keeps coming in, regardless of whether you're working or not. The wealthy invest in things like this because they know that it's an investment of their time up front that will pay off in the future. And guess what? They're not limited by the number of hours in a day. Another way the rich stop trading time for money is by building scalable businesses. If you think about how big companies like Amazon or Apple operate, they make money 24/7, regardless of whether their CEOs are working. This is because they've created systems that operate efficiently on their own. The wealthy invest in people, processes, and automation that make money without constant oversight. So, if you're stuck in a job where you're trading hours for dollars, it's time to think bigger. Start asking yourself, what kind of systems can I build that will generate money while I'm doing something else? The key to getting out of the time for money trap is to invest in your financial education and build your assets. The more assets you own, the more your money works for you. In the next step, we'll explore the importance of taking action and how applying what you learn is the real key to success. Take action. Knowledge without action is useless. It's easy to get caught up in reading books, watching videos, and soaking in all kinds of financial knowledge. But here's the cold hard truth: knowledge without action is useless. You can study all the strategies and tips in the world, but if you don't take action, none of it matters. Just think about the countless people who read about how to invest in stocks or real estate but never actually make their first move. They've absorbed all the info, yet they stay stuck in the same place. The key is applying what you learn as soon as you can, no matter how small the step. Take the example of someone who wants to start investing but is too scared to begin. They might read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, attend seminars, and follow financial influencers online. But without the first action, buying that first stock or real estate property, they're just stuck in a loop of gathering knowledge. The rich know that the first step is the hardest, but they take it. They don't wait for the perfect moment, because they know there's no such thing. They learn, they apply, and they adjust as they go along. Another example: you've been learning about creating passive income streams. Maybe you've read a book or taken an online course. Now, it's time to apply that knowledge. Start with something simple, like putting your money into an index fund or setting up a side hustle. Don't worry about doing everything perfectly from the start, just get going. The more action you take, the more you'll learn about what works and what doesn't. This trial and error approach is how the wealthy achieve success. It's not about getting it right the first time, It's about learning and improving along the way. Here's where the magic happens. Once you start taking action, momentum builds. The more you do, the more you see results, and the more you're encouraged to keep going. If you're hesitant or stuck in analysis paralysis, remember this: start with small, manageable steps. By the time we get to the next section, you'll see how the next phase of taking action can lead to wealth building in ways you've never imagined. Now, let's be real. What's stopping you from applying everything we just covered? Fear? Doubt? Waiting for the perfect time? The truth is, the only thing standing between you and financial freedom is action. The rich aren't special. They just think differently and make smarter money moves. And now, you have the same knowledge they do. So, are you going to let this be just another video you watch, or will this be the turning point where you finally take control of your financial future? If you're serious about building wealth and never being broke again, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is all about giving you the mindset, strategies, and tools to make real money moves. Don't miss out on future videos packed with insights that can change your financial life. Subscribe now and stay ahead of the game. And if you really want to take this to the next level, you need the right guidance. That's why I highly recommend checking out Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. This isn't just another finance guide. It's your step-by-step blueprint to creating passive income, eliminating debt, and keeping your mind sharp under financial pressure. Don't wait until it's too late. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time.